By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans.
Pick your game up. Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. We got three, fellas. We got three. One.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
You don't want pick up the ball. Three. 55 to Mike.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Yeah, they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Delta.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch the flag. Motion, pop. 3. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
on is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check three, check three, check three.
Here's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Roethlisberger will throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Connor on 1st down, able to take this one forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Shoot. Check 52.
Now Dobbs. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Smith-Schuster, a gain of 9 yards, and a Steeler 1st down.
Roethlisberger now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
All day, every day, any day.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Right there in the middle, 55. 3 buds, 3 buds. Three. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
On 3rd down, Mariota uncorks one for Davis. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 31.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
I don't think you got it, son. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Cut.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. It's caught. Smith. The end result, 21 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Where are they, team?
A 2nd down run with Lewis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Henry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Samuels. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
He can't hit. He's not going to get me. Set.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Roethlisberger on target to Washington. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. Now loose football. The ball comes out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check 43.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Right there in the middle. I got you. One. Check. Lucky.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
3.
Let's go, Mike 50. Hey, watch the slant.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mariota now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Check. Topper.
One.
From the gun, Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
We got this. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Titans. 49 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
One.
Bravo. Watching you guys. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 55.
Mariota to Lewis on the draw.
Let's go, defense.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
But think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
One.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Roethlisberger. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
White 80.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
36. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Hatchet.
Alert.
Undercrush.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
All right, now. White 80.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey.
Beat these two.
Check. Kill.
Black is third.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Burnett. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Ready?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Scott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Black 20. 30 seconds. Come on. You better bring quarter.
Watch twitch. Alert 3.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Check safety.
Good. 50.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You ain't doing nothing today. You got tight. You got right there. Check 3.
44.
Check right. Watching you find.
And the blitz does come. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter down in Arizona. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense.
One.
Let's go.
3.
Rush in. Hey, switch.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He goes full extension, and he's got it. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Motion. One. Check 37.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
50 to Mike.
Watch the out. 49. Where 18?
Mariota. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
3.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Mariota now. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the draw, this is Lewis. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D. 3. Here I come again.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Throwing, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Check. Black 80.
Check 55. Let's go. Shit. Watch the shit. Deuce.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man here is Scott, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Downs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Check. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Here's Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to Switzer. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
From the shotgun, here's Downs. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
One.
Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5.
Check tight end. Check tight.
First down, Mariota. Got him in. It's Brown. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 25 yards that time.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Harold Landry in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Roethlisberger. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Take both of them.
He's coming. Double up.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. That's good for 28 yards.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And the Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Blue 18. 1.
26, check 26.
1.
Scene 6.
3.
55. Hey, watch the slap. Watch the slap.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Hey, blue line. Check 55 to Mike. 1. 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm coming. 3. Coming.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Mike 55. Squeeze, double. Mike. Back strap. Check 55, Mike. Check pass. Hey, check Mike. 1. 55.
One last shot now for Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Steelers, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
trips I had.